die. So he almost did everything except the taking away of that body humans. So, on the day of atonement, the great high priest, our Lord Jesus Christ, became a living example, and that is Jesus Christ himself. The high priest was the center of attention of the people during the day of atonement. Christ must be the exclusive center of our attention as a church today. Our attention as the church must follow the Lamb wherever he goes. Pay attention to his one in heaven. He is interceding for us. He lives to intercede for us forever. All of us, we go and during the Christians are waiting his second coming to take us home. So on this day, the whole church of Israel, all the Israelites, paid attention to the activities to attend this in the day of the Sunday. And we are living in what we call the anticipated day of attention today. Where is our attention? Where is our attention? I know we are busy with many things, which is okay. But where is the priority? What is telling us, can you pay attention to where the Lamb is and what is doing for us? Can we follow the Lamb wherever he is? Right? This one in heaven is sanctuary cleanses us. The high priest was the only hope for the people, and the soul of only hope today is Christ. Not similarly, chapter 1 verse 1. Christ our only hope. That's what that text says. Christ our only hope. So on that day of atonement, the only hope that we had was the activities which were being performed in the day of atonement by the high priest. And they paid attention to it. The blood of Christ, while it was to release the repentant sinner from the condemnation of the law, was not to cancel the sin on that day. It should stand on the record in the sanctuary until the final atonement. So, in the time, the blood of the sin offering removed the sin from the penitent near him, but it rested in the sanctuary until the day of atonement, when the high priest came to the altar. And the sin was then finally completely eradicated. And we look forward for the day the sin will be done. There will be no sickness, no pain, no suffering, because all things have come. Because of what? You don't know what no sin. Can you imagine life without sin? An experience without sin? The consequences of sin which we all experience on a day-to-day basis. That day will come. That's what the day of atonement tells us. That day will come when sin will be completely eradicated from our presence. So, the high priest entered the most holy place and purged it from the ritual impurities, transgressions, and sins. He then transferred all the iniquities, all the transgressions, and all the sins of Israel on the lion goat, and sent them away through the goat into the desert. Thus all the moral faults of Israel were gone. Everybody was now inscribed forever in the book of life. So I say something great controversy, page 420. Important truths concerning the atonement are taught by the typical service. The substitute was accepted in the sinner's stead. But the sin was not cancelled by the blood of the victim. A means was thus provided by which it was transferred into the sanctuary. By the offering of blood, the sinner acknowledged the authority of the law, confessed his guilt in transgression, and expressed his desire to pardon through faith in a Redeemer to come. But he was not yet entirely released from the condemnation of the law. On the day of atonement, the high priest, having taken an offering from the congregation, went into the most holy place with the blood of this offering and sprinkled it upon the mercy seat directly over the law to make satisfaction of its claims. and then all of us are now completely released from any presence of sin, any trace of sin, ready to be translated and become new beings before God. It is assembly to be forever. Now, these ushers, once these services were ended, if you are to point to the end of time, when Jesus finishes his work in the heavenly sanctuary, he will come to take his children home. And we all look for that day when we shall be translated, never to be in this form again, this body which is fallen. As I say, in the Leviticus 16 verse 1 to 22, is basically Satan here, represented by this light boat. He was responsible for the path of sin in the universe. The sanctuary and the people had already been purified at this time. They were all forgiven. When the sins of people were transferred to the head of the court, he simply carried away what he started, as we saw in the book of Isaiah on the mountain. Lucifer was a perfect being before God, serving him in the most holy place, until the iniquity was found where? In him. He started sinning. Now, when this sin program is being completed, all the sin he created is now again being hid from him, transferred to him, that we did for eternal destruction when Jesus comes. So, he started it and is going to end with it. So that takes out the responsibility for the sin he initiated in the universe. Just like Haman was hung on the gallows. He was hung on the gallows. He said for himself that those gallows to have one guy crucified there, but they ended up being used to hang him. Right? And so Satan started sin, and he must be ultimately responsible for the sin problem and die with it, so that God's people can be innocent. During this time, brothers and sisters, we are supposed to be afflicting our souls in humility, submitting ourselves to God. During this time, we are not supposed to walk, not that we just sit in the houses doing nothing, but we are supposed to prioritize God in everything else that we do, our daily living. Everything I do, my workplace, my family issues, everything else I do, I want to prioritize God during this period. That God may take charge and ability in everything else I do, as I commit and submit my life to Him. And so, the day of judgment, if you look at the Leviticus 23, and this shall be established forever unto you, that in the seventh month, on the day of judgment, you shall afflict the souls, and not one at all, whether it be one of your own country or a stranger, that's solid among you. That's the administration of the tabernacle and of the temple that afterwards took its place. The people were taught each day the great truth relative to Christ's death and administration, and the ones each year their minds were carried forward to the closing events of the great controversy between Christ and Satan, the final purification of the universe from sin and sins. This day told us this thing will come to an end. The controversy between Christ and Satan will be ended. We shall be ushered into eternity. Without sin, forever to be one. You look for that day? Yes, that's the day. That's what we're here, right? I want us to read this text from Mr. White from the book Christ in the Sanctuary, 1 to 6. We are not living in the great day of atonement. In the typical service, while the high priest was making the atonement for Israel, all were required to their souls by repentance of sin and humiliation before the Lord. So what we should be doing now is continuous daily repentance of our sins, claiming the sacrifice of Jesus Christ on a daily basis in our lives. Lest they be cut off from among the people. If we don't continually submit to Jesus Christ on a daily basis, we shall be cut off from the people. In like manner, all who could have their names retained in the book of life, that's what we all desire, should now, in the few remaining days of their profession, afflict their souls before God. By sorrow for sin and a true repentance. Let us repent daily. Let us take the gift of Jesus Christ daily. Let Christ be the priority of our lives. Let us grow as believers daily by the study of His Word, by prayer and by witnessing and sharing the truth that God has given to us. As we look forward for the soon coming of our Lord, let's conclude. The altar of Calvary provides reconciliation for sinners. At the courtyard, we are provided with reconciliation to God. We are justified as we accept the sacrifice of Jesus Christ on our behalf. The penalty of sin, death, is removed as we accept Jesus Christ. That happens on the courtyard, and that is the gospel. We are justified in order to be sanctified. When we have been declared right before God because of the things we have on the courtyard, Jesus died on the cross, we start growing and we start getting sanctified, being made the holy gradually into the likeness of God. The behaviors and cultures of this life is gradually being eradicated by our continued study of His Word, meditation about His goodness, prayer, the righteousness of God, mingling with our prayers in the presence of God, and being accepted as His children. That is sanctification process. That helps us. The power of sin is gradually being done away with in our lives because of the merit of Jesus Christ. But what is not yet done with us? Daily justification and the sanctification will reach its consummation at the end of the age. The very presence of sin will be removed. The corrupt channel of humanity is transformed into a spiritual, incorruptible body, a holy flesh. We shall be changed in a twinkling of an eye. That's what 1 Corinthians talks about. In a twinkling of an eye, when Jesus comes out, transformed. We shall be changed. And we have immortal bodies. One for 4,000 who, because of their defilement of their sinful human nature, were only able to enter the presence of God in the most holy place by faith. Right? The believers, even you and I. We enter the most holy place of God by faith now because we are believers and we trust that we belong to God. Can now, when this day of atonement is ended, can now, in reality, enter the heavenly temple and take their place in the throne of glory in Jesus Christ His. Right now, we are in the presence of God by faith. At that time, the presence of God was physical. Right? Looking at God face to face. For the church, as Israel engaged in affliction of the soul, so the church comprising the people of the judgment shall have their eyes riveted upon Christ and His work in the heavenly sanctuary. Most of the grace of God. That's what we find just once the church is triumphant. And through the grace of Christ advance to full maturity of Christian character. Gradually, God is telling us, I want to walk with you as my child. Slowly but surely. until you attain my fellowship in my presence in the Holy Ghost. Most Holy Ghost. Our growth as Christians is founded on the merits of the righteousness of Christ. The sacrifice and the atonement granted peace and assurance to the sinner, and the only motivation and the power to walk in victory. My living as a Christian is premised on what Christ has done this morning in the Sunday. At the cross, when he died at the conscience, and the melody is there, and you are experienced. I said, what now will be, and I started what will be in the Lord Jesus Christ. And they said, the one who has started this work will continue it in our lives until the very end, until he comes to take us home. And we God bless you. Amen. Let's just stand and shout out prayer. Thank you, Lord Jesus, for taking us back to your presence in Jesus Christ. Thank you for walking with us from the day we were out there away from your presence in sin. You allowed through us unto you. We looked at Jesus Christ on the cross and repented and came to you. We became Christians. And since that time we have been walking in our lives with the Holy Spirit, growing up by the study of your word, by prayer, mingled with the righteousness of Jesus Christ, going out to share the great truth of our salvation with others through witnessing. Lord, the day is so coming when you shall translate us to make us your children. Lord, we want to thank you for this privilege. A matter that is never and will never be within our powers to do. You alone can do it. Lord, thank you because you have done it. Teach us to be faithful and to trust you on a day-to-day basis as we await for your soon coming to take us home. Until that, the Lord, make us useful in your work on earth as we witness and testify of your goodness in our lives. Help us to see the challenges we go through life from the eyes of Jesus Christ, knowing that these things are for a little moment. When the time comes when sin will be eradicated, there will be no sickness, no pain, no harm that will go through this. So Lord, keep us in the faith, because we pray in Jesus' name. Amen.